Hey there, my name is Lena and I've been practicing card readings using a simple deck of 36 playing cards since I was 16. So it's nearly for 25 years now. On my channel you can find a lot of videos, mainly in Russian though, because this system is very common in post-Soviet countries, in Slavic countries, but lately I've noticed more interest in this. So if you would like to know more, let me know, and I would be adding more videos and more tutorials in English. I prefer teaching than just doing general or universal spreads for people, because I think that these systems are very accessible and people can easily learn how to do that themselves. However, of course, on my channel there is an email and you can contact me if you like what I'm doing. So here I would like to show you a very simple, well, not so simple if you don't know the meanings of the cards. However, I have short videos about meanings of every card on my channel here as well. But all in all, it's the most popular spread we usually do. First, you need to find the main card you'll be using, the one signifying you. Usually for women, it's Queen of Hearts, and for men it's the King of Hearts. Again, to go into the details, I'll probably make more videos so you understand. But here it's just me focusing on the structure. So first, you need to focus and ask a question whether you would like to talk about generally your future or specific theme, maybe work related, relationship related, something else. You can also think of a particular time frame. I usually recommend not going deeper than 6 months because there are too many variables. So once you've asked a question, you start shuffling the deck. And then once you're ready, usually we cut the deck. You usually, if it's for you, you should do it towards yourself. If it's for someone else, it's again towards that person sitting in front of you or being elsewhere if you're not doing it for a person who is literally next to you physically. And then 3 cards every time. You start going till you find the card of your interest. For me not to waste any more of your time, let me just focus and take this card already. Let's pretend what we're doing the spread for the King of Hearts. Let me also adjust the camera so you can see a bit better. As you can see, I just focus more on card readings than not on the technology. My apologies. So you keep shuffling unless you feel that you don't need to do that anymore. I usually shuffle. Then we put 1 card underneath this main card. I'll explain the meanings of all of them and the positions later. Then you leave a little bit of the deck here, a bit here, to the left and on the right. Then you open 3 cards. Another cards here. Three cards. These, as you might have noticed, it's going to be the past. This is the future. And these positions are going to be tricky ones. I start with this one and I just go like this. Or sometimes like this, to be honest. There are different variations and I recommend for you not to be too precise. Not to, because if you worry about how and when to put what, then it's not going to be a correct reading anyway, because sometimes people say you have to always make sure this goes first and then this goes first. But I think this distracts you from the purpose, which is to sit down calmly and figure out what's going to happen. Then also we take 3 cards, put them to the side, leave 1 on top of this one. 3 cards to the side, 1 on top. 3 cards to the side, 1 on top. These cards we're not going to use. So the position underneath is basically what is this person thinking about, but not openly. Maybe they're even hiding it from themselves. You know, sometimes, let's say you have some goals and plans you would like to focus on officially. However, whenever you're going to bed, that's something that bothers you. In our situation, it's this, it's the Queen of Hearts. So clearly, this King of Hearts has some concerns, some thoughts about this lady here. Position on this card, we call it what's on your heart, basically what's in your mind, what's on your heart, what bothers you. Again, this is exactly what officially bothers you. Here we can see a combination of 3 cards. Again, I would like to dedicate more time into describing all the positions, but here you can already see that these 3 cards and their order, they do matter, because usually there are 2 techniques of how you can read these triplets. It's either you're going from left to right, or you're focusing on the middle card, and these ones will be kind of like undertones of this main card. I usually go from left to right, and here I would see that there's a Queen of Spades, which usually some negativity, some concerns, also could be an elderly person. Here we have even 2 people, maybe, could be 2 ladies, and some financial concern regarding them. So we set this aside. Again, this is what's on your heart. As I said, I'm mostly focusing on the structure of the spread, not on the meanings. This position is what's on your mind, what your goals are, what you're going to be focusing on. This is something which is going to be happening to you very soon. I always say it's something that might already have started and will finish very soon. For example, you have some plan to go somewhere, and maybe this is what's going to be happening tomorrow. And it'll be gone tomorrow as well, but it will instantly happen, and you will really, really feel that. In certain situations, because this is kind of the head and these are the feet of the person in question, sometimes it could be something that goes away, something you want to get rid of, because you're basically like stepping on it. So this is this position. This is past, this is future, this is very linear, that's easy to perceive. These positions are tricky, different for different people, and I would say there are 2 main techniques of reading these. One is thinking about it this way. If this is something which is on your mind, which is something more factual, then clearly these positions also would be signifying something more factual, more immediate, and something is going to be far away. That's why this is what's far away from you physically. So this person here is far away. Could be somebody you know and something connected to them. And this is going to be future. However, it's not going to be the main kind of part of the future you notice. It's going to be something happening, something that would influence the main future, so to call it, but it will be less significant. Maybe something connected to your ideas, to your plans. Here we have your concerns. Here we have what's just how you behave, which has been influencing the past and probably your immediate reactions, some patterns that will be also going away. And this is going to be the final point in the future. Like this will be more factually important. However, this could be something that will be the final outcome of the whole situation. Another way to read it is just to think about it as a big circle. And this way we start from past. So this is the past, and this is how past has affected you, and then this will influence your decisions. Then your decisions, they'll be influencing your future, right? So this is how your decision will be influencing the future. Here, how the future is currently will be influencing your behavior in the moment as well. So it's kind of like we're going full circle in a way, you know? And this is how the past will be influencing your immediate behavior. So as we know that a human being is basically a product of past decisions, of connections with different human beings. And sometimes even the future can be already something forming them how they are in relationships. So this position, even though it's something at the base of this card, it's something that might be factual now, but also something that remains because the future also influenced this behavior. And that's why this position might be something very essential to focus on and to realize whether you want to repeat these patterns in the future or not. So that's the structure of this spread. It seems like there's a lot of cards, but if you think about it this way, that in playing cards, we basically substitute one card for 3 or 2 because they have less visual details than tarot. This way we have way less cards and the positions just keep the same. It's not that different from the Celtic cross, to be honest. So once you realize this part, the whole studying the structure of the spread becomes way easier. If you're interested in similar tutorials and more information about playing cards, their meanings, how they bind together, please let me know in the comments and I'll be making more videos. Have a lovely day and enjoy learning playing cards. Bye!